Chapter 5: The Cursed Heirloom. The echoes of the past had guided the expedition through the mysteries of the Eclipsed Kingdom, leading them through enchanted forests and visions of history. Now, as they ventured deeper into the heart of their quest, the promise of the artifact's power loomed before them, its allure both magnetic and foreboding. The forest's canopy gradually gave way to a clearing that seemed to materialize out of the verdant surroundings. Before them stood the ancient palace, its walls adorned with ivy and moss, a testament to the passage of time and the kingdom's hidden legacy. Aria's heart raced as she gazed upon the palace, the culmination of their journey's pursuit. The legends of the vanished royal family, the tragic love story, and the enigmatic artifact all converged within its walls, a symphony of history waiting to be unveiled. The expedition members entered the palace, their footsteps echoing through grand corridors adorned with faded tapestries and intricate carvings. The air was thick with anticipation as they navigated through chambers that had remained untouched for generations. And then, at the heart of the palace, they found it, the artifact they had sought. Resting on a pedestal, bathed in ethereal light, was the jeweled amulet that had been hidden for centuries. Its gem glowed with a brilliance that seemed to defy the passage of time, a testament to the power it contained. Aria's breath caught as she approached the amulet, her fingers trembling with a mixture of excitement and reverence. The artifact's beauty was undeniable, but its potential was equally undeniable, the power to rewrite history, to shape the very fabric of the world. As the team examined the artifact, Dr. Felix Thornfield's gaze seemed to linger upon it with an intensity that sent a shiver down Aria's spine. The charismatic historian's intentions had always been driven by a thirst for knowledge, but now a hunger for power seemed to burn behind his eyes. "We've uncovered the artifact," Dr. Eliza Bennett said, her voice hushed with a mixture of awe and caution. "It's a link to the past, a connection to the Eclipsed Kingdom's history." Aria's mind was a whirlwind of thoughts as she looked at the amulet. The artifact held the weight of the vanished royal family's choices, the tragic love story, and the kingdom's destiny. But it also held the potential to alter that destiny, to reshape history's tapestry. As the expedition members discussed the artifact's significance, Dr. Felix's voice cut through the conversation. "The power of the amulet is unlike anything we've encountered. It has the ability to change the course of history itself, to rewrite the narratives that have defined our world." Aria's gaze met Dr. Felix's, a mixture of concern and uncertainty in her eyes. "But with great power comes great responsibility. The artifact's potential is immense, and the choices we make with it must be made with careful consideration." Dr. Felix's smile was a blend of intrigue and determination. History has always been shaped by the choices of individuals, leaders, scholars, explorers. This artifact gives us the opportunity to make those choices consciously, to guide history in a direction that aligns with our understanding. Aria's mind raced as she considered the implications of Dr. Felix's words. The artifact's power was a double-edged sword, a tool that could reshape the past but also disrupt the delicate balance of time. The choices they made now would reverberate through the ages, leaving an indelible mark on the kingdom's legacy. As the discussion continued, Aria's intuition began to whisper that Dr. Felix's intentions were not solely driven by a noble pursuit of knowledge. His desire for the artifact's power seemed to burn with an intensity that bordered on obsession. The charisma that had drawn her to him now seemed to cast a shadow of doubt upon his true motives. During a moment of respite, Aria found herself alone in a chamber adjacent to the artifact's resting place. The palace's walls seemed to pulse with a silent energy, as if the very stones held the echoes of the choices that had unfolded within these walls. Lost in thought, Aria's fingers brushed against the amulet she wore around her neck, a simple trinket that had become a talisman of her journey. The visions, the legends, and the challenges they had faced all converged within the artifact's power, a responsibility that weighed heavily upon her. As she pondered the artifact's significance, footsteps approached, and Dr. Felix entered the chamber. His gaze held a mixture of intensity and determination as he spoke, his voice a whisper that seemed to carry a hidden agenda. "Aria, the amulet's power is not to be taken lightly," he said, his tone a mixture of persuasion and urgency. "With it, we can shape the very fabric of history, guide the course of events to align with our vision of a just and enlightened world." Aria's intuition flared, and she met Dr. Felix's gaze with a steady resolve. History is a complex tapestry woven from countless lives and choices. We must tread carefully, for the threads of the past are fragile, and altering them could have unforeseen consequences. Dr. Felix's expression flickered, a shadow passing through his eyes before he masked it with a convincing smile. "Aria, you have a unique connection with the past, a gift that could guide us toward the right choices. The artifact's power could be harnessed for the greater good." Aria's heart was a tempest of emotions as she considered Dr. Felix's words. The artifact's power was both a boon and a burden, a responsibility that demanded wisdom and humility. The shadows of doubt cast upon Dr. Felix's intentions urged her to tread cautiously, to ensure that the choices made were driven by an earnest pursuit of truth and justice. As the expedition faced the crossroads of destiny, the artifact's power seemed to pulse with a tension that mirrored the choices before them. Aria's determination to honor the past, to respect the threads of history, and to embrace the complexities of humanity's journey drove her toward a path of responsibility and integrity. With the echoes of the past and the choices of the present converging, Arya prepared to navigate the treacherous waters of power and history, guided by a determination to uncover the truth that lay at the heart of the artifact, a truth that could reshape not only the eclipsed kingdom's legacy but also the very essence of her own journey. The artifact's presence in the ancient palace had cast a shadow of uncertainty over the expedition. Dr. Felix Thornfield's intentions had grown increasingly murky, his desire for the amulet's power conflicting with Arya's conviction to preserve the threads of history. As the expedition stood at the crossroads of destiny, Arya felt the weight of responsibility heavy upon her shoulders. The artifact's power was not just a tool, but a force that could shape reality itself. The choices made now would ripple through time, leaving a mark on the kingdom's legacy that could never be erased. Arya's intuition warned her of the dangers that lay ahead, both the traps within the palace and the potential betrayal that seemed to loom on the horizon. She knew that the journey was far from over, that the complexities of history and power were converging in a final confrontation.